So I was just speaking with Larry, and he gave me a good idea to draw something really quick and use it as a demonstration. First of all, we're going to do a simple rectangle house. And let's make it... let's back that up. 24 feet. 32 feet. It doesn't really matter, really. It's just the numbers are easier to see. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't need these dimensions. So as a side bonus, I'm going to show you can delete objects and come down here and pick dimensions automatic, delete, boom, gone. All right. Huh. Why didn't it take that one? Very weird. All right, well, it should have taken that one. All right, so I've got this box. It's 24 feet this way, 32 feet that way. And I'm going to go ahead. If I was to frame the roof right now, it would just default a perfect hip valve. Or if I did a hip roof, it would, all the pitches would be whatever is set up in the roof dialog, and it always checks the walls. It always looks at the walls because you can change in a wall the two end walls. I'm going to make them 12 and 12. So now if I do auto, like here, we'll just auto build this roof. Let me think about that right here. We're going to go like this. We're going to go build roof. Build roof planes. Auto. Let's just do that and see what it does. Okay, so what happened is we're going to look at this. Here's a 12 and 12. Wow, doesn't. That's weird. And this here's an 8 and 12. Come on, Chief. Don't let me down. Okay, yep. So what this has done is the front and back roof are 8 and 12, and the sides are 12 and 12. It's pretty common. But this back wall is going to be raised 36 inches. So in Chief, what you do is you grab this plane, and you come in here, you lock the pitch so that it doesn't move. Go to the baseline height, plus 36. Let's just go that much just because. And that's going to, I have auto rebuild roof turned on, so it's going to warn me that if I make this modification, I'm going to have to turn it off. Okay, fine, we did. So now you can't see this from outer space looking straight down on plan view, but this whole section that's kind of this shaded color is now 36 inches towards the screen, or in the Z-axis. So if we were to, let me see, let me get a camera that shoots this way. See, we just raised this whole section vertically 36 inches, and now we need to retie this roof together. So what you do, you click as close as you can, you pull this back like this back like this back like this. And then with the number 2 key, which is Chief's default, you just start at 1 and you go to that one, to that one. I'm hitting 2, and and then what the problem is, you get these triangles sticking out. And so Chief's break key is number 3. So you would highlight this, break it right there, bring this down like this, highlight this one, number 3, click right there, bring it down like this. Oh, and I'm using a Clean Shot, I think it is, on a Mac to do this screen recording. 4.6 is their new update, and they allow screen recording, and they're the ones that, I mean, they got all kinds of cool features I didn't even realize. Like if I click here, it makes a little radar, like a boom, like a sonar, I guess. But this is what happens. Yep, that was a squirrel moment. This is what happens when you raise the back wall. So if somebody, for some reason, this back wall needed to be taller because of something next to it, this is what happens to the roof. And we can look at it 2 different ways. We can look at it like this. There you go. Or we can look at it. Let me just frame everything. Hang on, let me just build all framing. Let's do it. Don't be afraid. There's how the framing's going to look. And we will look at it in 3D also. I just have to remember. I'm used to using shortcut buttons, and I don't know if they'll show up. This is kind of strange, though. I wouldn't... If I had to frame this, this creates a hinge when you put a wall on top of a wall. And I know that they have that there so that the joists in this room stay at the ceiling height they're supposed to. But there's so many ways that you can do this. You know, you could put a ledger against this wall and put these in hangers right along here. Or you could, for me, what I'm getting at is I would balloon frame this entire wall to hold the roof as a separate isolated thing. And the joists, I've even done it this way. Takes a lot more lumber, but I've done, say this was a 2x6 wall and I needed to set these joists in here. I would come in with a 2x4 on either side and plates, and then set the joist on those plates inside the stud bay. Now, if I need it to be fire rated because this wall's taller or however, then I would block with the same depth as the stud and create a fire block right here. But then you could really technically, you could shoot in one row of blocks, and as long as you know where the joists are, you could put a stud underneath right where the joist is going to land to carry the load, and you don't need to do any extra. But that one always bothered me. I've seen that done, and I would rather have a stud on either side with a block on it or 2 blocks and set the joist anywhere on there. But this is how Chief does it. I don't know what it's generating there. That's weird. Yeah, so they're wow, these rafters don't even sit on this plate. I'm not sure what's going on. Well, anyways, that's how it kind of looks. And so this will just give you an idea when, let's say you have a grand room over here and it comes down to a different room. Or you want, actually probably more realistic would be you've got a tall wall somewhere that you're trying to tie the whole roof into. And so you artificially raise this wall to hold the roof at the same plane as some other roof plane. Whatever. But yeah, this isn't right. There's something going on here that's weird. Like this. What is that? You know, and I shouldn't get frustrated because this is hard to do. I mean, there's no way I could program. I don't know how to make this work. I could frame pretty much all this, but like this. See, here's a weird thing. Why are their joists lining up exactly with the rafter? That's not how it works. The joists should all be offset to one side or the other of the rafter, because that's where code will tell you how many nails from the joist down into the plate, how many nails from the rafter down into the plate, and how many nails from the joist into the rafter and the rafter into the joist. That's all been figured out in, what is it, 602? Table 602, I think, or something 23. I don't know. That's just off the top of my head. All right, well, I'm going to cut this off here so that it uploads fast. But this is what we were talking about. So maybe we'll have to do this in SketchUp and make it mechanically correct. All right, hey, thanks for watching.